Good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day! You're probably all staying inside, so I figured you'd appreciate some content. Guess what? Wizards of the Coast made Historic Brawl an actual event. They made Erebos' Memoir of Death, and they actually let me play it on the twitch.tv/magic channel a little bit. And it's awesome. It's Brawl. So 60 card, you can have a Planeswalker as your commander, or a legendary creature as your commander. Singleton. Short ban list right here. Meddling Mage, Oko, Golos, Sorcerer, Spyglass. Pretty much the same as standard. Except we have new cards. We have new cards. So Historic is every single card that's in Arena, including these Historic Anthology cards, such as Platinum Angel. You know, the one that says you can't lose the game. I know you can't see it, because I'm blocking it right now. There's even cool ones like Waste Not! And Brain Maggot. Oh god, I hate looking at Brain Maggot. Let's pretend there's no Brain Maggot, but everything else is there, and it's amazing. And I get to play it. So let's play some Historic Brawl. I have a bunch of Historic Brawl decks, and I'm just gonna throw in with one featuring a new card. So we've got Kroxa. Kroxa is the Titan from Theros Beyond Death, who makes discard stuff happen. This entire deck is a hand attack. It says, I don't want my opponents to have cards. I don't want my opponent to even think about having cards. I want my opponent to take damage every time they discard a card. So forcing my opponent to play their top decks lest they lose them. And that's a terrible hand. That's better. I'm gonna drop probably Dragon Mage. It's gonna take a long time for that to come out. Oh, right, you get a free mulligan. I was gonna say, why don't I have to discard anything? It's because you get a free mulligan. Start off with a Storm Crusader. Sometimes you have to make your opponent draw cards so that you have cards to make them discard. I see our opponent is a really fun person. They're playing Teferi Time Raveler. Stormfist Crusader gonna go back into my hand. That's a shame. I want us to start attacking their hand. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna start with Yarrick. It's Finlurker. I almost said Yarrick. Yarrick is the Sultai dude. This is just his Finlurker. So they don't discard from this. They actually exile a card. They're exiling a Plains. And I chose this over, say, Elspeth's Nightmare, which will make them discard eventually, because this also gives me a body, which I can use to attack Teferi. I can cast things at instant speed. I can't cast things at instant speed. Let me attack you, Teferi. Also, I should mention, the reason why I have not made any videos in the past 3 weeks or so is because I got really sick. I went to PAX East and then I got pretty ill. And not like ill awesome, but like sick nasty. I got really sick, and I'm not going to say it was COVID-19 because I don't know what it was. I just know that I ended up with a very high fever and a cough, and I was miserable and very much not enjoying the last few weeks. But now I'm back to mostly full health and enjoying it. Oh, it's great. I can walk. I can breathe. I streamed through this entire time, so people watched me be like, I'm gonna take my temperature, and it's 103. Gee golly, isn't this fun? So now I'm feeling better, but everybody else is in quarantine. It's St. Patrick's Day, and you don't want to go out to any bars. So we're gonna stay in. I'm gonna drink tea, and later on, during my actual stream, I'm sure there will be silly things consumed. By the way, if you haven't seen it yet, there's this terrible new pet in the store, and I love him. It's a puppet Jace. It's really great. It's really great. It has a lot of emoting, a lot more than a lot of the other pets, but it also doesn't have color changing. That's kind of like what you get out of the owls, is you get the color changing. That's what you get with all the Mastery Pass pets. You don't get it out of Corneros either. Or the Dragon Whelp. But this is way, 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 way better than the Dragon Whelp. Oh! This person, bounced my creature with Little Teferi, and then they played Big Scary Teferi. Do any of you go to first? No? Okay, this is fine. This is not fine. Let's go ahead and swing it to Fairy. Swing at our dear friend Tevers. And then Fell Specter. Does it work? Does it land? Is it getting countered? Maybe? Is this getting bounced? They have something at instant speed, and it looks like it's counterspell mana. Cool, I'm gonna just put it right back in my hand. Fell Specter is really useful in this deck because it has, whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 2 life, which adds up over time, even though you start with 25 life in the Singleton 1v1 Brawl. As opposed to, I think it's 30 life in multiplayer Brawl, when you're doing 3+ people, and it's 40 life in Commander. Historic Brawl's kind of too consistent, though. With only 60 cards and all the cards in Historic, I feel like you're able to pull off kind of the same stuff a little too frequently. Oh, come on, Teferi and his little son, Teferi. You get big and little Teferi here. Why don't you guys just play nice and let me make you discard cards? Come on, it's just a little bit of discard. This guy has not been discarding cards. They exiled the 1 planes from their hand, and there it goes. Well, they're in blue, so maybe they'll have some draw and then discard effects. Those also count towards Waste Not. Waste Not is one of those cards that got added as part of Historic Anthology 2. It is originally from M15, so if you're wondering like, hey, I don't recognize this card, it's because it's not in Standard. And it was a community designs the card. You can see here, designed by the Magic community, which is why it has such weird effects on it. It's a really cool spell, though. And now it's gone. My enchantment has been exiled. Dang, I'm in Rakdos. I don't really have enchantment removal, so I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this match, and I'm sure you're all like eagerly awaiting this deck to actually do things. Well, it's not gonna happen against the Teferi player. So let's play with Kroxa, the Titan, again. For anybody wondering, why no green screen? It's because it's St. Patrick's Day and I'm wearing green. Also, a lot of my YouTube videos I've been doing no green. Oh, hi Scraps. My kitty cat just walked in the room. Really should come up on camera. You got into the Channel Fireball MTG Top 5 Plays of the Week by laying down on my keyboard. You should do that again. You're gonna be a real esports kitty. The best esports kitty. What's going on here? Okay. I'm gonna play Kroxa on turn 2. As long as I play the right lands. Oh no, my cards. What will you make me drop? Made me drop Davriel. It's legit. Bloodfell Caves into Mountain. These 2 will come in tapped. This is not a swamp or a mountain. Kroxa. Coming on strong. And usually with this deck, I like to play Kroxa twice from the command zone before I put it into the graveyard. But against Nicol Bolas, I'm actually feeling that I want to go to the graveyard now because their commander also makes me discard. Their commander also dies to Epic Downfall, which is pretty great. Oh, hey Narset. I don't draw cards. I make discard card happen. It's different. Hope she whiffs. Hope you find nothing, Narset. Darn, I found something. And it's a fires. That's a really good something. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. I'm just going to go ahead and Lurker at them. Just keep attacking that hand. Let's see what they exiled. They exiled Angrath's Rampage. Smart. If they don't hit land, especially red land, then they can't play this or their commander. And look at that! That's black mana. I have 2 cards in graveyard. I feel I may as well attack Narset here. I don't have much card draw in the deck, but like Rixmati Reveler won't let me draw a card as long as Narset's on the battlefield. Nice. Let's go ahead and use Rixmati. Drop a swamp. And I decide if I wanna, I don't know, put my creature back in my hand. I do. I'm gonna use Order of Midnight to return Kroxa to my hand just so I can cast it again. And because this is changing zones, I get to select if I want to put it in my command zone. I don't. I just got a message from one of my friends. He made an altar of Krenko that is absolutely amazing. I don't have a good way to put it up on screen, but I'm going to describe it as the picture of Kermit the Frog standing in a room that's on fire. Only it's also a goblin, and it just says tap symbol and then goblin on it. It's very strong, very powerful. It's Kroxa time! Again. Again. Okay, made them drop that Castle Vantress. You're going to the graveyard, Kroxa. Good boy. And how about an Order of Midnight? Boop. Now seems like a fine time to play Nikki B. I have to be very cautious because Nicol Bolas is able to be flipped with only 7 mana. They're at 5. And they could do it the same turn they play Nicol Bolas as long as they have Fires of Invention out, which is scary. Oh, okay, so they're milling themselves because they know that if they mill me, it'll just fuel Kroxa. But hey, I got 6 things in a graveyard. I get to make you discard. I get to make you discard. Boop. Get ready to drop whatever one last card you have in your hand. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here comes Kroxa. Let's see what you got. The answer is them drawing a card, is what they have. Okay, they dropped the land. I am going to Epic Downfall Nicol Bolas. That does mean they get to play it again, but I don't really mind losing Obnixilus's Cruelty. Because of Fires of Invention, they only have to pay the command tax. I Obnixilus's Cruelty. If I swing in here, I could always double block. I still get some stuff out of it, though. Notice that I have not really attacked them. Oh, man. Alright, how much do I have here? Back to the command zone. A good game. I haven't really attacked them, but they've been dealt a lot of indirect damage just from these discards. Alright. Kroxa, again. They discard a card, this gets sacrificed, and it was Ugin. I'm gonna throw you to the graveyard, and then I'm gonna fill up my graveyard a little bit using this Mire Triton. Hand attack. It's mean. Got 6 cards in the graveyard, which means Kroxa can be escaped again. Oh yeah, they're also hurting themselves with the Castle Locthwain. I'm happy. Absolutely delighted to block this zombie. They still haven't gotten any more lands out, so I don't have to worry about Nikki B flipping. Which feels so good because it's honestly so scary to be like, oh gosh, he's gonna turn into the Planeswalker Nicol Bolas the Arisen and then I'm just going to lose. It's one of those extremely powerful Planeswalkers that's just, once it flips over, it's so hard to catch up. Especially because you can attack on the turn, like, that you flip them over. Chandra, Awakened Inferno. Ugin, the Ineffable. A lot of good stuff going to the graveyard. And... that's happening. I have 3 in the command zone again. I could play it from the command zone. They don't have any cards for me to make them discard, though. It'd still take 3 damage. Wait, it's a card for me to make them discard. It's perfect. It's everything I ever wanted and more. And if they get a land, I'm gonna be in trouble. Tempting to actually use my Castle Locthwain and Price of Fame Nikki B just to make it a little less likely that he flips. Nah. Alright, what you got? What's in hand? Is the Royal Scions. And now Kroxa goes to the graveyard. Please not a land? Or if it's a land, when it comes in tapped? Yeah, no activation of Nicol Bolas this turn. That's what I'm here for. I should also say thank you to Game Chops for providing the music for this video. It was their Poke and Chill soundtrack that you can hear in the background. It's pretty quiet, but it's a good one. It's very, like... good for jamming, too. I gained 2 life. They now have more life than me. And a lot of... where'd you get all these cards from? Oh, drawn from dreams. I didn't even notice them drawing their dreams. High Price of Fame. I'm gonna miss you, man. Yeah. Yes. Show me your secrets. Secrets have been seen. No lands? No whammies? No problem? I'm very close to dying here. Atris! Hey, how you doing? Okay. I'm gonna show them 2 lands. And, oh, they went for the 1 land! But that means they can flip Nikki B. Wonder if I should have put the Scry land hidden. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, here goes Nikki B doing a flippity flop. So let's see, they can grab a creature from my graveyard. So they could put Kroxa on the battlefield, make me discard my Dragon Mage. They could have resurrected Chandra and killed me, like, right there. Pretty much killed me. Or is it just creature? Yeah, no, it's creature or planeswalker. No matter. Dragon Mage! Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Ah, 3, 2, 1. My opponent. That's their name. Look in the corner. Look in the corner. It's their name. R.I.P. Dragon Mage. You lived a short, unfulfilling life. Defeated twice in a row with Kroxa. Feels bad, man. Alright, that's fine. 3rd try is the charm. So we're gonna queue up again. Gotta take advantage of Erebos' Memoir of Death. Kroxa, I need you to discard your way to victory. Please, do it for the YouTubes. Do it for the YouTubes, Mr. Kroxa. Miss Kroxa? This Kroxa the one who has like a beautiful strut? Strut, 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 strut. This Stormfist Crusader, I swear, shows up in almost every opening hand. Name's rigged. Suffler's broken. Opponent's over here playing Hactos Intolerant. Actually gonna be a pretty hard deck for me to beat. I do have a decent number of CMCs. Well, it still doesn't make it that much easier. Alright, Stormfist Crusader, so I can block that wee token. Based on the Sky Knight and the... oh, another Sky Knight. This is actually a Rakdos aggro deck, which is not what I expect from Hactos decks. I usually expect them to be Boros... Boros control, rather than Boros aggro. Give them a target to attack. Dear friend Davriel. Also get to attack their face. I'm fine with taking the 1 extra damage on there, letting them get their human. It's Haktos. Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. Haktos hit CMC 2. I got a little 1-1 that Haktos is gonna ram right into. Ooh. Nightmare Shepherd also sounds good. Let's see. I could Epic Downfall and Kroxa here. Yep. Bye. Would they discard? I can get this Nightmare Shepherd down next turn. I'll be able to block in the air. If they hit CMC 3, it's always going to be CMC 2, 3, or 4 that Haktos doesn't have protection from. Little graveyard. And I do have CMCs 2, 3, and 4 in my hand to help deal with them. Ooh, Tajik. Tajik's gonna be mentoring one of these attackers. Oh, they gotta make sure they ordered us stuff right. Oh, or they could just mentor the flyer. I'll take that trade. Tajik can get first strike if you wait a little longer. Escape velocity isn't something I expected to see, though. Pretty neat. Nightmare Shepherd. A spooky big boy. It's a 4/4 flyer for 4 with an incredible upside. The biggest downside it has is that it's an enchantment creature, so it dies to enchantment removal. Okay. They made it so my Nightmare Shepherd cannot block, which, considering how aggressive this field is, means I might die. I'm at 1. Hey, do any of you guys gain me life? No? Is life gain not what we do in Rakdos colors? That's a shame. That's a darn shame. Because I could really use it right now. We're dead. I got 3 tries. I'll be sure to play some other historic Brawl decks and catch it on video before this event ends. Throw them up on YouTube for you guys to enjoy. And as always, thank you to the people who make these videos possible. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring my channel, and to TCGplayer.com for helping me make these videos. Hope that you all enjoyed it despite my 3 losses in a row. Seriously, 3 losses in a row. Feels bad. I swear, it was winning a whole bunch more before. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. Bye!